Okay, so we're looking forward to Easter weekend, because you know what Easter weekend means? It means Easter brunch. Winemaker Scott McGregor and Chef Andrew Smith join us from Lakeview Wine Co. With some delicious pairing. Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello, Scott. How are you?
I'm great, you?
I'm doing great. So take us through. Where is Lakeview Wine Co?
So we're located in Niagara Lake. So
Niagara
we're
Lake.
on Highway 55 on the main highway that heads right into Niagara Lake.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so what do you specialize in a certain wine?
Well, we actually run a little bit of everything. So we're doing varying whites, reds, ice wine, and sparkling wines.
How was the winter for you guys?
The winter so far has been fantastic from a sense of we worry about winter freeze or problems with the vines getting too cold. This year, obviously, I've very little use of the snow shovel.
Yeah.
We've been able to get through pretty good, and issues I don't want to knock on wood a little bit just in case, because
hit that.
just because of the spring coming through, just in case of any frost damage to as the vines sort of come out of dormancy. We worry a little bit about any kind of frost damage that can happen in late March, early April.
Because the buds start to think it's spring and they're coming out early, and it says, wait on a second here. Okay.
Right, so we worry about that, but so far so good.
Awesome. Andrew, how long you been with Lakeview for?
Oh, I've been there for 3 years now.
Awesome. Okay, so what type of cuisine do you have to kind of pair with some wines?
For wines for Lakeview, we have a lovely array of charcuterie and cheeses. We are offering a summer food program there, offering some small bites and sandwiches.
So good for Easter brunch?
Good for Easter brunch as well, yeah.
Awesome, cool. Let's talk some wines, and then we'll do some pairings. What did you bring for us, Scott?
Yeah, so what we've got here is Mindful Sparkling. So this is a very new product, and kicking off with the word mindful, people nowadays are very mindful about what they're eating and what they're drinking. Sure. So this is a lower alcohol, lower sugar wine. So this is 8% alcohol and 1 gram sugar per serving. So this wine is very unique in the sense that people can, works fantastic into a brunch or something, into a mimosa, where you're just starting to have a little bit lower alcohol.
What's the grape we use for this, Scott?
So this is Vidal.
Vidal, okay.
Vidal.
So cheers to that. There is an ice wine here. Andrew, come on in here, because what have you done with the ice wine and the pancakes that you've made?
The ice wine's lovely because you can just reduce it right down into a syrup and go right on the pancakes. If you'd like to spice up the Easter brunch with a little bit of extra flavors in there, feel free to reduce it down with some cinnamon sticks or orange peel, just to add complexity.
Oh, I never thought of that. Awesome. What's the rosé you got, Scott?
So the rosé is also mindful. So this is 8% alcohol also. So these wines are meant for, that sitting out on the patio and those time frames where you want to make sure that you don't have that high alcohol level, which is a very on-trend thing.
How do you go about doing that?
So we did a lot of experimentation. It was not a project that we went into quickly, and we've been working on it over a while. So what we're doing is we're using specific types of yeast that will render a little lower alcohol.
Interesting.
And then we're also putting it through a reverse osmosis, which kind of gently extracts some of the alcohol out. It leaves all of the flavors in and pulls some of the alcohol out. So through experimentation, we found that around 8% really is kind of that magic where this wine is a lower alcohol wine, but you're not sacrificing on any of the flavor. That's what I was
trying to get to, because you don't want to lose that flavor, because people want a bit of everything.
Absolutely.
Right?
So quite often you could pour this for someone and they wouldn't even realize that this wine had been.
What do you do with the rosé?
Oh, with the rosé, I paired it with a lovely peppercorn crusted pecorino cheese.
Oh, nice.
Just a little bit of sharpness to bring to the table.
That's a beautiful looking charcuterie board. Very nice. I'm going to give this a little sip there, Scott. Okay, we have a Pinot Grigio, 20 Bs it's called.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's get to the red, as we're kind of running out of time. What do we have with the red?
So the red is a black cab, which is kind of a Niagara blend. So this is something that's specific to a blend of Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Baco Noir.
Okay, what's the vintage on this one? Is this last year? No.
This is non-vintage.
This is non-vintage. Okay.
Yep.
Non-vintage. Right.
So this blend is very unique with that Baco in there, which is kind of a Niagara specialty. Really, it's grown in pockets around, but very much in Ontario, and really adds to an interesting character in the background.
Okay. There we go. What do we do with the red?
With the red, really you can pair it with anything on the board there. I've paired it with the Stilton blue cheese. Nice bold cheese for a nice bold wine.
Oh yes, that's Stilton, huh? Very nice. And then you got the shiny apple cider to go too. Awesome. Located again, Scott?
Niagara on the Lake, right on Highway 55.
Awesome. You can also go to lakeviewwineco.com for all the details on that. And to hopefully have some ideas for Easter brunch, you can head to our website, cach.com/morninglive.